Horsemen's Park has their big Kentucky Derby party and their $3,000 Kentucky Derby hat contest coming up on Saturday, May 4th. This is my favorite time of the year. And Mike Newland, the GM at Horsemen's Park, is here to talk about it. Thank you for coming in, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
I look forward to this event all year.
I do too, but I don't get much sleep this time of year preparing for it.
You know, it's one thing to watch the Derby at home, but it's like a whole different thing to be at Horsemen's Park and hear everybody like cheering on their winner, and women dress up in their party frocks and their hats.
Yeah, it's 10,000 of your best friends. 10,000 of my best friends that day. Thanks to all of them that come. But it's an amazing event, and it's more than just the race. I mean, obviously the 145th running of the Kentucky Derby, Run for the Roses, the greatest 2 minutes in sports. But it's more than just the Derby, as you guys have seen, being there the last couple of years. It's an event. I mean, it's everybody's dressing up and the hats, and it's a party, but it's a pageantry of the Derby.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. And like you said, 10,000 people cheering at the same time. What an experience.
Yeah, during the course of the day, I mean, we'll have 10 to 12,000 people in and out throughout the course of the day. A lot of people come in early, make their bets, maybe go home and have their own party or watch it on TV, but a lot of people really stay, and especially with the hat contest now. I think we had about 300 entries last year. This hat contest has morphed into something bigger than I ever thought it would be, and it's with $3,000 a prize pool. There's the winning hat from last year. I think that the silver hat was a winning hat from last year, and the hats are a big part of it, but I think it's everything surrounding the Kentucky Derby. It's like horse racing Super Bowl, really. It's the biggest day of racing for any track around the country.
It's my Super Bowl for sure. Okay, let's get back to those hats. So we're talking $3,000 in prizes.
$1,200 to the winner. Yeah,
Holy
it's
buckets.
serious, and the hat contest, it gives the chance for ladies. Ladies don't really get to wear hats out very much, in the spring.
It's so fun.
Other than maybe going to church, and you're not wearing these type of hats when you go to church, otherwise no one would see. But it's really a chance for ladies to really get dressed up and get creative with these hats. I mean, if you look at some of these hats, there's some that were probably purchased for a lot of money, but a lot of them were handmade. And I brought an example of one from a winner a few years ago. This one that's sitting here, she won 3 years ago, I think, and that's when it was only a $1,500 contest. But she just took a plain red hat and customized it, and with a hot glue gun, put roses and other flowers around it. Added some horses, which I think that's what pushed her over the edge, was having something related to horse racing helped. I've seen hats that have wine bottles in them. There was an Angry Orchard hat last year.
Yeah, I remember that one.
There was a Sky vodka hat that was awesome. I don't know where that one went, but having something that's just different than everyone else's, bigger. The bigger you are with the hat, the more it's going to get noticed. And the first round, we have everyone walk through. All 300 women with hats walk through, and the judges. And you were one of the judges last year.
I had so much fun.
But
it was hard.
It was difficult, right? And so we have a panel of judges, and all 300 women just keep walking by, and we look at them, and the judges pick out the top 10. And then from the top 10, we take audience applause on who they think is the best, and we pick out the top 5. And then we do audience applause and judges' input on who wins the top 5 prizes.
So if you're making one of these hats, 2 words that I am going to say is bigger and unique.
Unique, yeah. Creativity makes a difference, and it doesn't have to be related to horse racing. You see some of them that have horseshoes in it. This one 3 years ago had some horses on it. There's one with a jockey cap included there. But the one that won it last year had nothing to do with horse racing. It was huge. I mean, look at her hat was just amazing.
Gorgeous.
And so it's the bigger the better, the more creative the better. And being different than everyone else.
Well, something new this year, you can go to our website, 104star.com, and you can enter our hat contest to be an automatic qualifier in the top 10 at the Horsemen's Park Derby hat contest.
This is a cool idea.
So you send us a photo of your hat, and we will also set the winner up with a VIP parking pass and your own reserved table for four. But you do need to enter by May 1st at 104star.com.
Yeah, so this online contest is something we've never done, and we're doing it with you guys at Star, and you know, it gives people a chance to start making their hats now, enter, and kind of see where they rate compared to everybody else that maybe shows up that day. But more importantly, the winner of the online contest is going to get an automatic seat in that top 10.
In the top 10.
And that's huge. I mean,
Yeah,
that's an automatic bid to the final four, basically, final 10. So that's going to be really cool, and it's going to be interesting for us to kind of get a gauge of what people are doing and let a lot of other people know, oh, this is kind of what I need to look for. And a good way to kind of get some ideas is go to our Facebook page on Horsemen's Park and look at some of the pictures from last year. We have tons of pictures from previous hat contests.
Well, let's talk about the official drink of the Kentucky Derby, which is the mint julep.
The mint julep.
And you have commemorative glasses every year, and I save these. I just love them. And this year's is just beautiful. So you get that when you order a mint julep.
Yes. At the bars inside, we don't sell glass outside, but the mint juleps come in the souvenir glass. It's the 145th running of the Kentucky Derby. On the back, I think you probably noticed because you purchased them. On the back, it has all the winners of the Kentucky Derbies from the inception. So it's a souvenir. I think we charge like $6.
So worth it. And your mint juleps are delicious too.
Yeah.
Be careful on those.
I can't have those. I'm working, so I can't partake.
Well, there's more excitement too. Live racing is coming soon to Horsemen's Park, May 11th.
Yeah, May 11th, we begin 5 weekends of live racing again. It's it's probably one of the largest spectator sports. It's probably in the top 3 behind the College World Series and maybe the golf tournament as far as attendance for an event. Last year we got cursed with some bad weather. The first 3 days it was barely 60 degrees and looked like it was going to rain. And then Memorial Day weekend, it was 100 degrees and 103 on Family Day. So I don't think the weather can get any worse than it was last year. So if we have some good weather, this is going to be a huge spring and early summer for us. The big thing about opening day this year is we actually have the Budweiser Clydesdale team, the entire team with the Dalmatian and the wagon and everything. They're going to be on hand, and they're going to do about a 1-hour presentation in between races later on in the day on May 11th.
So let's make a note of this. We've got the Horsemen's Park Kentucky Derby Party, biggest derby party in the Midwest, and that is coming up Saturday, May 4th. And you said people can get there early if they want to make their wager and leave and come back.
Yeah, on Derby Day, we open the doors at 8:30 on Derby Day, which is May 4th. We'll open the doors at 8:30. We have probably 30% of the building that is free seating, first come, first serve. We are sold out on the tables that were able to be reserved, like in the clubhouse and some of the tables in the dining room. But first come, first serve, free seating available inside. And obviously we have the tent and the beer garden that they'll be seating out there as well, and hope the weather's nice that day. But it's free parking, free admission. Programs are only $2, so I encourage everybody to get out there early, or at least send someone out early to try to save you a seat.
For sure. All right, that's Saturday, May 4th at Horsemen's Park, and live racing the very next Saturday with the Budweiser Clydesdales there too. And it's going to be a fun summer ahead at Horsemen's Park. Info at horsemanspark.com. And don't forget to enter our Star 104.5 hat contest to be an automatic qualifier at Horsemen's Park. There's the shirt, Talk Derby
I brought
to me.
you this year's version.
I love it.
This year's version of the Kentucky Derby shirt. It's the Talk Derby to me. And when you wear this out in public, you get a few looks, but they look second and finally realize that it's related to the Kentucky Derby. And each year it's a different color. This year's color, we have 2 different colors of blue. But these are souvenir shirts that we sell at the track. And you can come into the track now and see our information window and get yours in advance if you'd like to wear it that day.
Those are going to go fast. Those are really cute. I love that color too. Okay, horsemanspark.com. And don't forget our contest at 104star.com. Mike, thank you so much. Can't wait to
Thank
see
you.
you on Derby Day.
I'm going to try to get some sleep before then.
Thanks again.
Thank you.